You ever had one of those neighbors? You know the kind, clipboard, sunglasses, power trip and yoga pants? Yeah, that was Karen. And she was the self-declared queen of our HOA. She ran this neighborhood like it was her own personal kingdom. It started with a bush, my bush. One morning, I walk out to get the mail, and there's a pink slip duct taped to it like it had committed a felony. Violation, bush encroaches 3 inches beyond property line. I measured. It was 1. That's when I realized this wasn't about the bush. And the worst part? She used my yard, yes, the very yard she fined, for her little shortcut every morning. Cutting through my side lawn to reach the walking trail faster. No permission, no shame. Just her ridiculous floppy hat bobbing past my kitchen window every day like she owned the place. I said something once. She laughed, then fined me for verbal aggression. Oh, Karen, you had no idea what I was capable of. Because that shortcut? Not anymore. And what came next? Let's just say, grab your popcorn. 3 months ago, life was simple. I kept my lawn neat, nodded at neighbors, and mostly kept to myself. That's until Karen was elected HOA president in a vote where exactly 4 people showed up. And just like that, we were all under her rule. At first, it was silly things. Notes about non-uniform mailbox colors. Garbage cans being visible for more than 2 minutes. And don't even get me started on the saga of my solar garden lights. But then came the fines. Every other day, I'd get a notice in my mailbox. Your grass is 5 inches too tall. Your wind chimes are disruptive to community peace. Your Halloween decorations are an eyesore. In September. And while she was wielding her HOA handbook like a sword, she'd still cut through my lawn every morning, coffee in hand, talking loudly on speakerphone. I installed a small private property, do not trespass sign. It vanished the next day. I confronted her, Karen, please stop cutting through my yard. She smiled that tight, smug smile. We all share the common areas, neighbor. I checked. It was not a common area. That was just the beginning. A week later, I came home to find a spray-painted X on my lawn where Karen claimed a gnome statue violated sightline regulations. The gnome, Harold, had been with me for years. I removed him, but I kept the X. Then came the Halloween incident. She issued me a $100 fine for a disturbing display. It was a skeleton wearing a Karen wig and holding an HOA handbook. Okay, fair. But she escalated. My lawn was now under review, my mailbox was non-conforming, and my house color was too rebellious against the neighborhood palette. Meanwhile, I caught her twice on my security camera stepping over my flower bed and tossing trash in my bin. She even told the board I was creating a hostile atmosphere. That's when I got the idea. If she loved walking through my lawn so much, what if the lawn walked back? I spent 2 weekends building what I now refer to as the maze. It wasn't huge, maybe 12 feet wide and made of hedges and decorative fencing. But it had curves, dead ends, garden gnomes guarding fake paths, and a single correct way through. The entrance was just where Karen normally stepped in. Inside was a sign, welcome to the shortcut maze. Trespassers must earn their exit. I installed a motion sensor speaker that whispered, Karen, your shortcut privileges have been revoked. I waited. The next morning, 6:42 a.m. I heard it, her usual shuffle crunch across the lawn. Then silence. Then, I watched from my kitchen window. There she was, spinning in place, trapped between hedges, trying to bulldoze through the decorative fencing. She turned, marched to my door, and banged like the HOA police. This is harassment, she shrieked. I calmly sipped my coffee. Private property. You shouldn't be here, remember? She snarled. I'll fine you for obstruction. I grinned. Already sent footage to the board. And the police is trespassing now. The look on her face, chef's kiss. Neighbors gathered. Phones came out. Someone yelled, Yo, Karen, lost your sense of direction? That afternoon, I printed flyers and delivered them to every mailbox. HOA meeting, emergency vote to review leadership conduct. I also added stills from my security cam. Caption, not so short now, huh? The next meeting was legendary. Over 20 neighbors showed up. Turns out I wasn't the only one targeted. One guy had been fined for having too many pumpkins. A woman was told her cat's collar bell violated the peace. Karen tried to regain control. I'm just maintaining standards. But the vote was swift. 17-3. Removed. As she packed her clipboard and stormed off, someone slipped a plastic gnome into her tote bag. Not me. Probably. I took down the maze, eventually. But the hedges? Stayed. Shaped like arrows pointing away from my yard. Just a reminder. Sometimes, the people who scream the loudest about order are the ones who can't handle being told no. Karen thought she could cut corners literally and metaphorically. But when entitlement meets creativity? Well, welcome to the maze. So here's the lesson: set boundaries. Build your hedges. And don't let someone else's shortcut become your headache. Comment below, what would you have done if Karen kept crossing into your yard? And if you made it this far, comment "justice served" so I know my fellow hedge defenders are out there. Oh, and hey, subscribe for more stories that prove sometimes poetic justice grows best in the front yard. Seedling, catch you in the next one.